I think there's a lot of things going on in the city that should be covered.
I think that's about the best program you can have, is seeing what's going around in your neighborhood and, in town.
I think that sports ought to be covered locally.
So many things that you could tell about Irving that are good things that we would like others to know.
The Irving Community Television Network began cablecasting on October 12, 1981.
For votes, 13,163. The against, 12,000.
Beginning with our walk knee lifts, then we added our jump, our touch step and rock, and then our step kick with the box.
To the Cantori d'Assisi.
Quite a prolific writer on Texas history. In fact, we're discussing his book, The Colleges of Texas, today. Good evening, I'm Heather Brown. Here are some of the top stories from the week. The Planning and Zoning Commission is scheduled to hear liquor zoning requests from 5 Irving restaurants in the next few months.
And welcome to Dr. Tom Allen's Historical Quiz Show.
Very close. Let's go to the second half of this.
Third and about 6. Play action fake. Ball now with some room. Throws to a wide open Canchola inside the 10. Down to the 7-yard line. That's a penetration of first down and goal to go.
It is in that spirit that we present Texas Women, a celebration of history.
But you have to have the desire, mainly. You have to have the desire and the prayer that you're going to make it, no matter what. You're not going to give up. Don't turn back at the slightest bit of discouraging news,
Sit down now. You're becoming a pro. That's cute.
Animals, I never get tired of. I can't always say that for people.
Today we're going to make garlic mayonnaise. It is a very unusual salad dressing that is delicious on tossed salad.
Then when they're suddenly taken away, we cry how we don't understand it.
Welcome to About Town.
I've always wanted to be a princess, so at another point in the show, I am a princess.
But when they see me do it, then they feel like, well, I can too,
See, it's strange you should hit on all of these things.
Somebody's calling my name. Oh, hush, somebody's calling my name.
And not singing the fruits of your labor. Can you say amen? Amen. Can you say FM? You people do anything. Friends, you
see, it wasn't but a short time later that Schultz and Brown took their ride on that fine October morning, and the dream was born. 80 acres of dreams.
Hi, folks. I'm Mark McCullum, and I am a professional comic. And you're despicable. Absolutely despicable.
With modeling by members of the senior classes of Irving, Nimitz, and MacArthur High Schools.
I guess I just must have so covered America with the slime of my amiability that it plasters over every character defect I try to write for myself.
Well, if that new computer gets created, we've had it.
I wish I'd been created by the Mesmer 4000. Did you see her features? At any rate, the Mesmer 4000 will be operational in just a matter of minutes. So don't touch that dial.
Well, that's it. I've had it.
The numbers have grown to 1,200 this year for several reasons.
The people normally feel more at home if they're around someone that understands. Like last year, the ladies came in from the churches and served. This year it worked better with the people of the community serving because, why? The people felt at home with them.
Thank goodness for Alice Backus in this community.
And she lands it in. Yeah! The good toss for the Hawkins family, and they will take first and second. The Zamoranos will wind up third on the first hole.
Too many teardrops for one heart to be crying. Too many teardrops for one heart to carry on.
First pitch, that's the ball game. It's all over. The ball game's over. Raiders win it 2-1.
That's the ball game. You see handicapped people out there, but you don't really understand until you have one of your own. And then you think you're by yourself, but then you find out there's millions of other people out there with you. And the bond you develop with these people is just extreme. It's just great.
And her reasons for wanting to play football were not unlike those of other junior high players at her age.
I like football a lot. I'm better at contact sports than non-contact sports. And most girl sports you can't touch each other.
I always want to trust the experts. You know, I want to call my stockbroker and say, what's going to happen? What shall I do? I want to call the person who is the expert. And quite often, frankly, it is more to my advantage to trust what it is that I feel is the best.
We got lucky, folks. They let us on television. I wanna go home with the armadillo. Country music from Amarillo and Abilene.
Rock it
Do you enjoy taking pictures? Well, if you enjoy taking pictures above water, you might enjoy taking pictures below water. Come on!
78 young ladies put their best feet forward in competition for spots on the new Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders roster. How has the competition changed for you?
Well, I feel a little bit more confident this time. I've practiced all year with my dancing, and I smiled a lot more this time. I was more relaxed.
I honestly felt that if you created programs with quality child care or family medical leave, that it would be a magnet to pull the last remaining women out of the homes. And he keeps saying, feminism didn't push women out of the homes. The economy did.
Right. And I still feel bad to this day because I've offered it to people younger than me. And I won't do it again because I know, because I've sat and seen my own little brother fall down, you know, and with alcohol. And it hurts because I've seen him do it last week.
In wrestling, you have to have, like I say, good endurance. You have to have your good strength. You have to have a lot of brains. A lot of times you have to be able to outsmart your opponent. You may encounter an opponent that's bigger than you, and you have to outsmart him. Me, I outmean people.
In October, the city of Irving opened a new arts complex with a month-long celebration. ICTN was there, producing 14 regular programs along with 9 specials. ICTN cameras were on hand for 47 events, producing over 35 hours of programming.
Chicks. Screw 'em.
And you've seen these people at Wet n Wild, haven't you? The people you want to walk up to and go, excuse me, is that cellulite or hail damage?
I'm gonna shoot my baby, then I'm gonna catch that cannonball.
Intercepted. Dwayne Bossack's going to go all the way 20 yards for a touchdown. Wow. Cross is down. Well, he's not hurt. He's just kind of embarrassed and kind of mentally hurt right now because that may have been the ball game right there. Dwayne
Bossack. Trailers for sale or rent. Rooms still at 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes.
Big Bird was conceived principally because I thought Sesame Street was a terribly dreary place. It was very down. And I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful to have a ray, a permanent ray of sun on Sesame Street? And thus Big Bird, this yellow-feathered creature,
Just 3 seconds
was
to go.
conceived.
Andrews will have to heave it. He does at the buzzer. And made it.
Ellsworth lines up, throws the bomb wide open on the play. Chubby Williams If Chubby can get away, and it looks like he is. Chubby Williams going to go all the way for the touchdown. This sucker is going to cover 66 yards.
These laws are all loaded. They're loaded against the average guy.
It's not your place. It's not. You don't live there, mister. You live there? Well, yeah, I know you. But you don't live there. Come down our street. We've worked on our property. We've sold $175 worth of wildflower seeds. I will not lose that tree. And I'm telling you that.
Cowgirls live forever as long as there's a pair of blue jeans, white rim hats and leather and dreams.
It is 7:30 p.m. on Thursday evening at the First Christian Church on 6th Street. Inside the Family Life Center, Boy Scout Troop 147 is playing a game. There's nothing terribly unusual about the scene, except most of the boys in the troop are there because they have been in trouble, and all of the troop leaders are police officers.
All that work. Does it work yet? Oh, yeah. How's Vanessa?
She's okay.
Good.
I'm about to pass out.
Thank you. The tank is full, the switch is on, the night is warm, cops are gone, the rocket bike is all her own, it's called a hurricane.
Second down and long. Here comes Lynch. He's going to throw the football. Razzle. Wide open. Crescente. Nobody near him. This one, folks, is going to go 91 yards for a score. How about that? Talk about catching the Bearcats flat-footed. Shane Crescente catches a pass. 91 yards for the score.
She turned the case over to me, and she said, she felt that was it. Now it's your job.
It's your problem.
Yeah, it's your problem. She's on trial for murder. It's my problem. Yeah.
You know I might have been born just plain white trash, but fancy was among me.
Dory, does your mother know that you were dancing like that?
Back to Carter. He's had some problems with his passes before. Out of control. Basket is good. Skyline calls timeout. Carter that time penetrated, fired, and hits.
The first field goal of the night for Byron Carter, and boy, the young man, the senior, and McDonald's All-America puts the late Shea on the porch at crunch time.
And his coach is there just to make sure he's safe. He's cranking up for that dismount. You can see it. Oh, my goodness, that was nice. Good job.
The crowd's impressed.
Yeah, well, it was. It was a very high-level routine. He did a double layout flyaway. That Takachev alone was very, very nice, way above the bar.
The Tarantula train glides through the city on the Fort Worth and Western Railroad, often bringing a tear to some old-timers that see the locomotive and think they're dreaming.
Choo-choo, choo-choo, chiboogie, woo-woo, woo-woo, chiboogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, chiboogie, take me right back to the track, Jack.
I always had a fascination for planes, like this old plane here. I watched my mother take a ride for 15 minutes in an old Jenny like that one day out in the field. There was 2 airplanes there for $5 for 15 minutes.
Of the whole damn lot, the only friend I've got is a smoke and a cheap guitar.
And the fire department made it maybe within 2 minutes they were here. They answered the call greatly. And as soon as they got here, they were aware that we had a small child in there. and they went right to work trying to get her out and trying to get the fire out, because we weren't aware that Bill was in the house until they had got Jenna out. And then Amanda looked at me and I said, well, where's my dad?
Irving criminal investigator Carl Bates entered for fun and at least walked away from his event without major injuries.
Carl, what in the world would ever possess you to enter an event like this?
Money.
Are you making enough money to make it worthwhile?
No, but every little bit helps.
Considered a Class A misdemeanor and would make Blair Brown ineligible to have
Sir, we have your documents.
American Airlines,
sir, your speech is terminated.
Would receive any benefit from these negotiations.
Get him out.
Please note that American Airlines, in case number, give him a copy of it. Give him a copy of it, that's fine. We further request that a copy.
Nimitz really has to score here.
Now we're back live, 1st and 10 for the Vikes. McCullough goes to the right, goes deep, throws one down for Dorsey. He's got it, touchdown Vikings. How about it? They must have heard you, Lance.
But we didn't quit. They're cool about it. We knew most of them anyway.
Lots of times when the play's going on, the guys are out there and they just see a jersey and they're going to go block them or tackle them or whatever the case may be, and they don't realize until the play's over with what's really happened. And different guys take it different ways. Some of them might be a little easier on them, and some of them really want to show them who's boss or whatever, so to speak. And so you've got different reactions to it.
You just think they're football players. You don't really think much about it until they tackle somebody and you look who it is and you're like, whoa.
Going up to the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and the name is to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best.
Now we're talking. That'll be some fun.
You're a wonderful example for women out there. I know you've heard that before, but you are.
Well, I'd like to be a good example. But the days of movies as I knew it are gone.
that time they did good.
They sure did. As soon as they saw the stranger approaching, they walked in the opposite direction and got out of there.
That was scary the way he kept running after them. That boy was smart, yelling for help.
Help! This is a stranger!
Don't be afraid to yell out. Let people know what's going on so that they can get you the help that you need.
The transition from basketball to the Senate was a little bit of a transition until one night about 1 or 2 in the morning. I was in the Senate Democratic cloakroom, which is like the locker room off the floor of the Senate, and there was a debate droning on, and I looked around. Here was one senator who was angry, one senator who was pacing, one senator who was sitting quietly, one senator who was reading. I thought to myself, you know, this isn't a lot different than the Nick locker room.
He's in tight. There's his double. Used his favorite move to win a championship. Double leg takedown. 2-2. Cubs with Schaefer wins the state championship. With just 12 seconds in overtime, Schaefer does it.
What Valley Ranch needs is no more new multifamily units. We've got enough.
I thought I'd take this occasion to talk about a serious matter. I think I'm going to, at least I was thinking on the way over here, of laying out my property tax plan. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Not at this juncture.
It was kind of a shock. I got teased a little bit, you know, when I joined the Ringling Brothers in Barnum and Bailey Circus. I lived on the train at first, and they was wondering if I was gonna be rooming with the bearded lady or something like that, you know.
The team let me know how he did, and I was just too nervous to watch.
The celebration that followed was a little bit more than they expected.
They had to throw me up in the air like there's some kind of trampoline.
Piper tosses out. It's complete. Summers to the 35 to the 33-yard line. Greg Summers with a reception that time. That's his 5th reception of the season.
That's a 20-yard pickup to Greg Summers, who is wide open. Piper avoiding the rush. He's got a would-be tackler who's coming up and challenging him right there. Gets around him and then just flips it to Summers, who's wide open.
Well, the key is there. They sent both the receivers, Miles and Phillips, deep.
Two things that we got that are nice phrases. We asked people for just one-liners if they didn't have a love story. One is that love is not a pond, it's a river. Mm. And another is kind of a Zen quality question to it. It says, the question lovers need to ask each other is, if you love me still, will you love me moving?
Yeah, I like that.
Several hundred young ladies from across the state and around the nation came to Texas Stadium with one purpose in mind: to earn the right to dance with the elite NFL dance team.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now.
I don't know how to explain it. I'm just like that, and then I fall back, and it just, I mean, it feels good, I won't lie.
This teen describes heroin use as one of the best moments she's ever experienced, and one of the worst events in her entire life.
I mean, I would say don't do it, but of course everybody's gonna say that, but I mean, it's not worth it. You lose your life, you lose everything. I mean,
you taught us about the golden rule that day, and I'm here to ask you to be an example and take your own advice. Thank you.
This is the kind of play that gets a guy a college scholarship. Look at the athleticism. He's almost parallel to the ground when he makes this reception. Just great play.
Wonderful balance by Sterling Kazee.
And then he just comes downfield and follows his blockers. See the way he's weaving back and forth. Runs it back for 32 yards.
Are you insinuating that I broke a law? Are you saying that?
Do you think it's the law that you are supposed to present to the people?
Do I think that I followed the law? Absolutely. And did the city secretary verify that when I called her and asked her, is this okay if we mail this in because we're busy? And she said, fine. So did the city secretary verify that I followed the law? Absolutely. So you don't need to try to put those kind of questions in people's minds, Ms. Hunt. You know, talk about the issues that are important to the people of Irving.
Gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. Love this land, God bless the USA. Lips so sweet and tender, like petals falling apart. Speak once again of my love, my own broken song into words I know still live in my heart all alone. For that moonlit path by the Alamo and rose my rose of San Antone.
All Irving Public Libraries have a summer reading club. Gomez reads, Pugsley reads, Morticia reads. Sign up by July 31st.
It's a wonderful remembrance of probably wonderful people that have lost their life to a horrible disease. That people look at these panels and think, look at the love someone's put into them. You know, they're very pretty. People don't sometimes remember this was someone's daughter or son, mother, father. You know, someone's loved one who has died.
Loose ball again. Buchanan, no, this is Moore with the ball. Buchanan for three, got it. We're tied at 41. That's the second tray by Buchanan. And the ball thrown away, and the Cardinals will put it in play.
This is what they got to do, the Lady Cardinals. This is their game. They got to press and force turnovers.
As I ran past him, I would swear that I saw his eyes blink and a hand move. I yelled something at him and then looked back to see if he was following. And that's when I saw the lower half of him with his legs and his intestines scattered out behind him. I can remember falling to my knees and vomiting my breakfast, ham, eggs, and all. Between retchings, I screamed, "Oh, damn them, oh, God, damn them."
The year 2000 technology problem has many names. Y2K, the Millennium Bug, Year 2000 issue, they all mean the same thing. At midnight on January 1st, 2000, how will the computers behave?
And here comes Tyson again. Big hole. Goodbye. That didn't take long, did it? That will cover 62 yards, and the Tigers are on the scoreboard.
As far as time is concerned, it took 46 seconds. 2 plays, 46 seconds, and a touchdown. Oh, my.
So are you saying that when you built this house in 61, that was the first time you had indoor plumbing? Is that what you're saying?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That is amazing.
Yeah, in 1961, I moved in this house, and that's when I had inside facilities, in 1961.
What did you now? To say, what now? Something that you did now. Something you've been bad now. I think you good now. Something you've been bad now. Since you wake up, something you've been bad now. I think you good up, man. Something you've been bad now. Since you wake right now, just go.
I always felt like, gosh, I'd hate to think I had to look at the same man 24 hours a day. And I don't believe I could have been happy with anyone else.
Is when I fall in love. When I fall in love.
In this new millennium, it is difficult to understand why Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow resorted to robbery, kidnapping, and murder in the early 1930s. Still, the public remains fascinated with this young West Dallas couple, 66 years after their horrific death in Gibbsland, Louisiana.
She said, "There's some teeth marks on the arm here." And I said, "Oh yeah, that's no problem, we can fix those." And she said, "No, I don't want them fixed." She said, "That was my son's and her brother, and he was recently killed in an accident." So we did that, and she really liked it, and we saved the teeth marks, and we finished everything else, and it worked out real well.
When the day is over, Jeff is happiest when those kinds of jobs work out well. The tools of the trade may have changed over time, but the value in restoring a treasured keepsake, well, that's timeless. This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.
Tú tienes un cuerpo hermoso que parecía sirenita. Ay, yaquecita, ay, yaquecita. Tú tienes un cuerpo hermoso que parecía sirenita.
Jason, I want you now to look, please, at State's Exhibits 17, 18, 19.
According to the jury's verdict, it is now my duty and responsibility at this time to sentence you to death by lethal injection. You will be afforded full access to the courts through the appeal system, and once that appeal system is complete, if the case is affirmed, then it will be brought back before this court for an execution date to be determined.
I don't want your love. Come on. I don't want it. If your heart isn't in it, I don't want your love. I don't need it till I know that you mean it.
Throw it to Mom. Okay.
Now Mason and his mom, who were once a little frustrated with a system that left them needing more support,
Mason, you're falling backwards.
look forward to the next few months.
Ready to go bye-bye?
As they await the arrival of Mason's second little sister.
The Adult School Guard program exists to provide the best possible protection for the children of our city as they go to and from school.
What happened, man? The inbound play. Shot up. Got it. 6. That's the ball game. The Texans have won it. Texans won it 60-59. The Cardinals could not hold the ball with 9.3 seconds to go.
So you didn't shoot him in the head first. That's the mercy you showed.
I don't want to just exist anymore like an animal in prison. So what you call the death penalty, I call freedom.
For the state penitentiary where you shall be confined until such time as the death penalty is carried out. Please go with the sheriff.
Would you look at me, please? Give me that much respect to look at me.
My heart broken, Andrew's heart broken for the rest of our lives, beyond any words available to me.
Tonight on Open Line, we'll take your questions on ways to help you and your children get through this difficult time. You can call in and ask your question at 972-721-2300.
My home, sweet home. My love must be a kind of blind love. I don't want anybody but you.
The effects on children who grow up in these households are tremendous. I can remember there was this baby who couldn't have been over a year old, and there would be tears streaming down her face, and she would hold her breath, and there was no sound, and it was just obvious that she already had learned to be quiet or you'll be hurt.
My oldest boy, I think he was 11 at the time, told me he was planning to murder my husband. He was going to wait till he was 16 because he thought then he'd be big enough and strong enough. And he was planning how and when and where he was going to do it.
Kirkpatrick says her ex-husband made sure leaving would be harder than staying.
He always told me if I left and took his kids, when he found me, he'd have a shotgun with him.
Hola y feliz año nuevo y gracias por acompañarnos una vez más en Vida Hispana. Yo soy Cintia García.
Inside DNA Productions, you won't find a conventional office, but everyone is busy with people working on episodes of the successful TV show Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. But as the founders can remember, it hasn't always been like this.
Keith and I lost our jobs. We decided, what can we do? Oh, we'll start a business. So that's how we started DNA.
Here is Lavy with the ball. Puts up a one-hander. Got it. And that's it. The ball game. Lavy wins it. Wow. 76-74, a big victory for the Irving Tigers. And Lance Brown will be going over to talk to the head coach, Harris. Let's watch that last shot again. Lavy brought the ball down. looked for somebody and then realized I got to put the ball up with 3 seconds to go, and hits it. Boy, that is one memorable game.
Marks keeps it simple and uses the same tools available 100 years ago.
You can look at a log and I can tell you what tools that guy had. These old logs in these old cabins, you know, they'll talk to you if you listen to them.
That sound says wood hinges.
Okay, ma'am, are you where you can get to some cover? Yes. Go get some shelter.
What you should do after you evacuate your car in a tornado situation is to find a low-lying area or depression within the earth to lie in and lay flat.
So he was tuning my violin, he was playing some tunes, he was even improvising at the moment. And I was like, Grandpa, you're really good. He said, no, I'm just kidding around, you know, just like the gypsies. He was able to play many instruments without even taking a single lesson. Never in his life.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Moeller. Should I wait here with my friend?
Of course, my boy. I don't mind.
Oh, you don't have to wait. I'll be fine. Look at me. I'm flying. Whee!
He was supposed to be a groomsman in our wedding, but he just said, I really don't want to be a groomsman in the wedding. I'd like to be the groom. And so it was quite a shock, and he had been a very long-time friend of mine, a very, very dear friend, somebody that I care very much about. And so anyway, but that was just a very surprising thing.
Yeah.
And so he asked me to break my engagement to John and marry him.
Ouch. And this is your roommate.
Yeah, the best part of that is he said, I was going to bring a ring, but I thought it'd be awkward. Like it wasn't awkward.
Yeah.
This is Tennell moving slightly. Going to be used as a block, and this is Evans. Evans with running room. Evans cutting back. Evans going all the way down to the 1 yard line.
Vincent Chase had a great block there.
All the way down to the 1 they go. That's a pickup of 24 yards. Yeah, number 87 threw a good one.
Tennell with a good lead block there.
Together, the 9 Mustangs of Las Colinas form the world's largest equestrian sculpture. Their image has created a lasting and positive imprint on our ever-changing city.
The Mustang horses will always symbolize the western frontiers and the spirit embodied in the heritage of Texas. Together, we can do the impossible.
Maybe we shouldn't pick that up because he wants to pick it all up now. So.
Well, there's cooler. There's a whole bunch of people left out trash, and they don't know what they want to do. That they just wipe it down and they never ever pick it up.
Those people that didn't use the trash can again, huh?
Don't worry about it.
We'll get it.
We will get it.
Brooks got a man open. Maturi makes a catch and loses the ball as he was hit.
Oh, they said he caught the football.
Interception?
No, they said Maturi was caught the football and was
They gave
down.
him the ball? Oh, wow. Whoa, we're going to have to see this on the replay. Maturi goes up, has the ball, and then loses it right there. Oh,
he caught it on
yeah.
the ground with it back.
He
Oh,
did.
what a great reception.
Whoa, tremendous. Laturi, who will go to the University of Houston.
So the day of the court, we appeared in court, and the judge was very explicit about this. He says, Mr. Primo, he says, I'm going to make a short deal of this thing. Do you have a driver's license? And I said, yes. May I see it? He says, George, yes. Primo, spell it, Primo. He says, thank you. Louis Primo, he says, please come forward. He says, do you have a driver's license? He says, yes, I do. He says, may I see? He says, yes. He says, Louis Prima. Your first name Louis? He says, yes. Last name Prima? Spell it, Prima. He says, there's an A in the end of your name. There's an O at the end of Mr. Primo's name. Case dismissed.
Working through some of my grief to begin with, it was very, very difficult because I was with him when he created all these pieces, and each one has a memory of a time in our lives together.
After we have the drills and they run through the stations, we try to juice them up, give them a little break, and then we'll split them up and just have a 2-inning scrimmage and play 3 out, 6 runs, whichever comes first.
You said you caught me because you want me, and one day let me go. You try to give away a keeper, or keep me because you know you're just so scared to lose. And you say, stay.
The stories I've heard about my parents leaving Vietnam was amazing.
You'll take in consideration a lot of things that you face the day one that you leave your country.
People think, hey, cool, you're going to the U.S., you know, that is so great. But then once we got here, it's not as easy as people think.
They had a little boat, and all of us had to get in there fast. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that we had to go to the other side.
And so when he would come to work, they would add about a gallon or 2 of diesel to his tank every day, and he was getting 150 miles to the gallon. He thought that was really great for about 3 months. They carry these jokes on a long time. He thought it was great for about 3 months, and then they started draining a gallon out every time he come to work. So he was getting 20 and 25 miles to the gallon, and he had that Volkswagen diesel in the shop every week trying to figure out what was wrong with his car.
That's just me.
And you know, they did this for over 6 months before he caught on.
No, she's okay. She's just quiet. Shut up. I let her out. I was gonna let her go. What? Why don't you just leave me alone? I was gonna let her go. Get down! Get down! Get down! Hey, get over there! It's okay, it's okay, all right? Are you hurt? It's okay. Go to this closet. We're gonna get you out of here.
They only got 3 minutes to do it now, Norm. Aikman drops, looks. There's a hold there. They don't call it. Throw back to Michael Irving. He's going to throw the ball a long way. Novacek is there. It's cut down drop! Almost caught by Jay Novacek after tipped by the defender in the end zone, Norm. It was a flea flicker. Irvin threw the ball to Jay Novacek. Corey Barsh defended, tipped it up in the air, but as Novacek went to the ground, he just couldn't corral the ball.
That is such a shame, too, because that would have been such a dramatic fashion for Team Muser to tie this game up.
Irvin throws a terrific pass here, but Corey Barsh defends well, and then Novacek just can't bring it in.
Station 3, firefighter calling. That's good. Yeah, that was good. God. What?
Yeah, realize we're going to make you clean this up.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.